this conversation with you because this week was the National Autism Consciousness Week. And we also wanted to share all of the milestones that we are having this year. Kasi po, as Ms. Dan said, we're already 31 years old na po ESP. Pero we are blessed kasi our partnerships, our accomplishments continue to grow year on year. So one of the first things po that we wanted to share was, of course, the Autism Works program. The ASP Autism Works program is something that we're going to have a job fair kasi on Thursday sa Legend Hotel. And we just wanted to share the ASP Autism Works program is now helping 220 kids with autism from 10 provinces nationwide. And this is now going to progress, it's going to grow, especially with the help of our partners.
We basically started our music program about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. We started hiring definitely for teriyaki voices instead. And as that progressed throughout the years, we hired a couple of them. We then shifted to persons in the autism spectrum. We decided to use them for Pancake House. This is very important for us simply because I do believe that people with disability can contribute to society. And this is one way of probably helping, giving an opportunity, and at the same time, raising the awareness that people with disability can really contribute, and not only to society, to the families.
Okay, good morning. So I'm with SM Cares. SM Cares is the corporate social responsibility arm of SM Supermalls. And as Ms. Dan mentioned earlier, we've been partners with ASP for more than 15 years, I think. So basically, we have been supporting ASP and other organizations in order to make we really would like to make each and every SM Supermall a mall for all. And that means creating an inclusive environment wherein all our shoppers are given an opportunity to understand and appreciate the unique needs of persons with special needs, persons with disabilities. So that includes those who are physically disabled, those who have mental challenges, etc. We want to make our malls barrier-free and disability inclusive. So we host several activities. We started actually with training our security guards and frontliners into understanding, and kasi persons with autism, they're quite difficult to spot if you have all shoppers. So it requires a bit of better understanding and appreciation. So that's how it started. Until we started posting Angels Walk for Autism. Nag-start lang yan in some of our malls before, so it started very small until in the last couple of years, we were able to do it at the Mall of Asia Arena, so we get more people to talk about autism.
So, yes, the Angels Walk for Autism 2020 will be next Sunday, January 26. No? And of course, it will be in the Mall of Asia Arena. So, can you imagine an advocacy group filling the Mall of Asia Arena? So, actually, yung 24,000 na yun, some of them, hindi na talaga kasya inside the arena, so they would wait outside, no, for the walk. No? But during the Angels Walk inside the arena, sabi nga ni Mona, hindi lang kami pa-cute, no? Serious ang advocacy. Pero sa Angels Walk, maraming pa-cute. Okay? So, the program will start with 10 performers with autism at 9 o'clock. So, 8 o'clock ang opening po ang ating gate, no? For those interested, contact nyo lang po ang ASP, no? So, you will see performers with autism, no? At ano po ito, ha? Hindi po ito yung performance na parang sa school lang na mga grade schoolers, ganyan. Totoong performance po makikita ninyo. Talagang kaya na nilang sumali sa mga gat-talent na yan. Okay? Then,
thank you for having me here. I hope you like the color I'm wearing.
yes. The two of you are blending.
I'm a camouflage. Well, You know, when I embarked on the pageant journey, it was really driven by passion and driven by wanting to make a change in the world. That's also, and I've said it time and time again, that's why I joined Miss World as opposed to the other pageants. And when I first got into communication with ASP, it was already such a large group and they've already set so many milestones. And then I asked myself, how can I help? What can I do as Miss World, as Michelle Dee, or just as an individual or citizen of the Philippines to help support the causes? I grew up with two autistic siblings, so it's a very close issue and a very close advocacy to my heart. And again, just going back, I asked myself, what can Miss World's platform do to help the advocacy that I support? And really that's just because when you're exposed to the industry, you gain a lot of connections. You meet a lot of people that have influence around the Philippines. And I'm really proud to announce that because of this, because of my relationship with the endorsements that I have, Bench is launching a clothing campaign to support autism this month. A nationwide campaign. And we're already in the process of finalizing designs, colors, and it's very exciting because, you know, we sent them a very strong proposal letter, and they didn't even think twice to do it with me, to work with me on the matter. It was so fast. It was like, this is my proposal, and about a week later, they approved it, and then we set a meeting. And it's just something that I feel would start a good, well, not trend, but just a good start of influence around the Philippines. Because if companies like SM or Pancake House, Bench, are all coming together to send one message, which is to promote inclusivity, not just in the Philippines, but around the world, then I'm pretty sure other establishments and other companies will follow the same. And that's something that I'm very proud of. I'm so happy that this is coming to life and that it's actually gonna happen. Miss Mon and I we met up one morning and we just thought about the idea. And I think you were talking to other clothing brands and it was causing some problems, and that's when I knew that I could actually contribute to the advocacy because I had the connections to make it possible. And well, that's a big announcement, but other than that, we are launching a campaign, the Kakaiba campaign. It's a PSA, and it's really catered towards sending a message that we shouldn't be bullying people on the spectrum. We should really be understanding about what they're going through because as you might see when it's launched, it's really not a joke. It's really not something that we should laugh about. These kids are born with this disability. It's something that they can't, get cured from, and that's something that the world has to understand. That despite the fact that they may be a little different from the rest of us, they also have feelings and they also deserve to feel like they belong, to feel like they're loved. So imagine if something that you're born with is laughed about and goes viral on social media. Obviously, we don't know how to comprehend exactly what goes into their minds, but try to put yourself in their shoes and in their situations, and it won't end up into a laughing matter. So basically, that's the message that we're trying to bring forward. That's the message that we're trying to bring with that campaign. Other than that, as part of my goals, I did say that I wanted to add chapters to the already existing 98. When I left for London, it was 97. Now it's 98.
Isabella de Basila na sa atin.
And I was only gone for a month. They've already added another chapter. And I really want to focus on adding chapters towards the rural areas of the Philippines because I feel like that's where access to their needs are really scarce. And it's just to be able to reach further across the Philippines means to be able to send that message, to give more help to people that need it, to provide services and to just give support to people that really need it. Because if people like the Autism Society Philippines don't do that, then who will help them? We don't have a law that protects them yet, and that's something that I would like to help ASP with also. I really admire the efforts that they've done to ensure that people on the spectrum, or kids with autism, get the rights that they deserve, get the healthcare that they deserve, have it embedded into their educational system, the health services, into basic life insurance, or just everything under that kind of umbrella that caters to basic human rights. So that's just to name a few. We can go on and on with the things that we've accomplished, but this is such an honor for me. This is one of the greatest achievements that I think I've accomplished in my life. My lifetime, something I'd pass on to my kids. Wow. Wow, pahing asawa mo na.
I think with that, you know why. She is ASP's Goodwill Ambassador.
But yeah, so thank you for trusting me with this, and I hope you guys help spread the message as well.
Sir. This is something that we see not just with teachers, but also with therapists. In fact, all over ASEAN, and not just ASEAN, we are US, preferred nila Filipino therapists and teachers because we speak good English. We are also one of the better schools for our schools in the country offer good education for occupational therapists, speech therapists, and all of that. So, as an organization, we cannot stop people from earning a living. We do that. Pero, one of the things that we have seen, many siblings, like Michelle, of persons with autism, actually go into service courses like education, like occupational therapy and speech therapy. And the biggest advocates in that field are actually siblings. Kaya that's also another thing that makes this ambassadorship for Michelle very important. Because as a sibling, she can talk to other siblings to serve, to contribute wherever they are in the world, whatever job they do. That's my position. Michelle?
Well, like Ms. Mona said, we can't really stop people from migrating abroad or from stopping them from getting, let's say, a better job offer. But what we're trying to do is really just trying to send a message. It's really through influence that we can hope to make a positive change. I personally took up psychology. As Ms. Mona said, it really is a lifelong advocacy. I took up psychology. My plan is to become a psychologist by the age of, like a doctor by the age of 40. Just realistically speaking in terms of my career.
Still do that.
So that's something I want to do because, as Ms. Mona said, it's really something that I want to help with here in the Philippines. My sister actually took up SPED also in the States, but she is based in the States. And again, I can't really talk on behalf of the people that do go abroad, but we're here trying to send that message that the Philippines is really trying to create an autism okay nation. And hopefully with that attempt and those intentions, other people will be inspired to try and join the cause and join the advocacy as well. Because, again, we can't really stop people from leaving. But we can only do so much as doing our part into sending the right message for them, hopefully to stay.